From Lara Croft to Tifa to Rogue and X-Men, Hollywood is changing the figures of feminine heroes one at a time. Today we're going to examine what is going on with Rogue of X-Men 97 and what Disney plans to do to the once femme fatale. Well, hello out there, boys and girls, and welcome to another Happy Friday here on the Pro Channel. We are exceedingly pleased that you are here with us. We know that you could have clicked on literally any video out there, listened to anybody, but you are here, and we are glad to have you. An attitude of gratitude every time you choose to spend time here. Also, Michelle of Force of Light is here again. It's been too long, but Michelle, welcome back.
Yes, good to be here.
All right, Michelle, we're going to hop into a spicy topic today. And it's spicy just by the nature of what it is. We have seen a major push from particular groups out there to want to change the designs for women from pop culture, especially fictional women from pop culture. So we're thinking about Rogue from the X-Men. We're thinking about Tifa from Final Fantasy. We're also thinking about other characters that are in this same kind of a situation. Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, not left off the list. This is a tweet from Wokesbane, and it says, "Woke leftists, women don't really look like that, and drawing women characters young is perverted." Then they go and give X-Men 97 Rogue an actual unrealistic body and give her a teenage girl face. And so this is the comparison. We've got the original design for Rogue from X-Men from the animated show back in the 90s. And there's going to be some things that I'd like to highlight from this. That design is on the left side. On the right side is the new version of Rogue. And so I want to draw a few things here that are important for folks to notice, because it's very easy to look at this and say, well, they have toned down the sexuality or the femininity of the character. And that's true. For example, the outline of the navel is gone. Outlines of other areas are gone. The jacket covers up more. And also, she does appear to be younger, which is that part's a little bizarre. But what I would point out is that also this is easier to animate, and so it's probably related to budget. This is a very cheap design on the right side versus the left side. But Michelle, what do you make of this this fight that's going on right now, with some folks wanting to hold on to the '90s designs and some folks saying that those are inappropriate? And where is this line? What do you think, if you were, let's say, a parent of a child that's going to watch this, what do you think is the battle right now? What do you think is appropriate?
Well, for starters, I would be interested in what is actually in the show, as far as because you never know with Disney today, what are they going to put in a show, even if it looks harmless, you never know. So that would be my number one concern. But I actually saw this kind of trending on X, and while I understand why people really enjoy that, the one that was on the left, the older X-Men, I'd have to say this is a time where I don't know that the anger was necessarily worth it on this one, because I would say if you want to pull up that picture again, I don't know anything about the woman's age or what they did with as far as making her younger, but I still see a very feminine figure on the right. Yes, her body is definitely more pronounced on the left, and again, this is a kid's show, so I don't really care that it's not quite so detailed, we'll put it that way. But the one on the right, my eyes recognize female body the second I look at it. So I don't think this is a case where, oh, they made her look like a guy. Oh, they took away her female form. I clearly see a female form in both of those.
So then my question is, as we look at this happening, let's say in the realm of Final Fantasy, for example, there's been the effort to have the bust size of one of the characters there, Tifa, changed and reduced. And, I don't know that it was to the point of parody or out of the realm of natural biology. What do you make of the idea that there is an effort beyond the Rogue situation with the X-Men, but there's an effort apparently to reassess beauty with women and to find women and to depict women in a way that is more masculine. Because I think that perhaps that many people see this change in Rogue, and one of the reactions that's coming out from this is probably based in a trend of having watched
Mhm.
women, both fictional and real, sort of reimagined into kind of not necessarily men, but men dash light. What do you make of that? Have you noticed that around entertainment, and do you think that's a problem, or is that something that maybe is overborne?
No, I think they definitely have done that some, and I think maybe, like you said, maybe that's why people were a little aggravated with this because there definitely has been a attempt or at times actually changing things where the female is less identifiably female. I just in this particular case, again, it's a kid's show, and I feel when I look at that image that we had pulled up, I still see clearly female form for Rogue in this situation. But I do understand, yes, they've been doing that, but we don't also want to just jump on board to where we fight about everything, even when it's not really called for. It's
That's a
my
good point as
personal
well.
take.
And I've noticed, Michelle, that there's been some fighting over the hairstyle of Storm. Excuse me. They've changed the hairstyle of Storm, and so some people are saying, "Well, it's
Mhm.
inauthentic," and other people are saying, "Well, no, she's had a mohawk in the past." And it's all this stuff that I think we should just be careful about what it is that we're going to focus our ire upon. I'll give you another
Mhm.
example of this sort of thing. So we love Yellow Flash, love the channel and all that. Flash is claiming that there's a push by the game studios and some small, I would say, but vocal demographics out there that want to make Lara Croft from Tomb Raider more masculine and less feminine. And so you can see that character has been
Yeah.
reimagined in particular ways, although as you say, it's still clearly feminine. There are still aspects of femininity there, but in comparison to the perhaps exaggerated feminine form that Lara Croft once was, this seems to be a trend. It's just a question of where is that line. So, can you help
See,
us draw the line?
yeah, I feel like that image is quite a bit different, like way more different than
Okay, walk us through
the
that, please.
okay, because for starters, I mean, she really gets in the gym apparently. Like I know Laura Croft's always been cut. Like, she is very a cut woman, like, shredded with muscle, but it's more of a smaller frame typically that kind of muscles on where this woman like she's pretty bulky. Like she's, really really hit the gym hard. I'm trying to say like through here, I can see a big
Right in the
difference through her
shoulders, yeah.
shoulders and arms.
So,
They're
Michelle,
pretty broad.
help the designers out, okay? So help the designers
Well,
out, and I know this is asking a lot because these are complex issues. It's not easy to put this into a simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the box. Here's how you design these characters. How do we
yeah,
how do
well, I
we do this the best way?
well, like, okay, with Laura Croft too, you even took away, like, her hair. Like, they definitely made her look much more masculine in that picture, like, undoubtedly. Your eyes catch it immediately, the changes there. Like, yes, there is still a female form to a degree, but it's a lot more masculine version than what we're used to, and especially, again, the hair even. The
It's sort of like
hair, yeah, okay.
male dash light, right?
Yeah, it's that one's pretty obvious when you look at it. The Rogue one that we were looking at, she still very comes across feminine to me, to my eyes. So I think really like there's nothing wrong if they want to. I mean, again, different things too. This is X-Men is a kids show. I mean, that's important too.
Right.
This
It's a
is for
cartoon.
kids where Tomb Raider is more for maybe teens playing a video game, at least in my mind. So there's little differences there. I mean, if you don't want your character to look like a Pam Anderson in her heyday from Baywatch, I mean, I understand that, but you can still keep them feminine. They can still be very feminine. Their hair, the broadness of their shoulders, still have a female form in certain areas. They may not be quite as pronounced, I guess. I don't know if that's what they want to do, but you don't want to make them lose their femininity.
It seems to me, and you tell me if I'm wrong, because I could be, but it seems to me that partly what's happening here is there is a quick reaction to all of this because it follows a pattern where audiences have seen that women are not allowed to be, they're not allowed to be iconically feminine. So in other words, they've taken female characters and they've made them attempt to be what was projected as the ideal masculine hero. And it's like, that can happen to some degree, but if you do that always, then what happens to the iconic female heroes and that story type and that archetype and that character? Like, it's okay to be a mom. It's okay to be nurturing. It's okay to have the hero's journey of the female hero archetype. And so I'll give you a quick example of this. I don't know, did you ever watch Avatar: The Last Airbender? Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't. The new Netflix show?
Well, there's a cartoon that was on Nickelodeon that was 15 years ago. A lot of people consider it to be one of the best ever. And then they've made the live action remake. But this goes to the heart of that, I think, which is that there's a character there named Katara. And part of why she is a very cool character is because she is naturally nurturing and motherly to all of the other characters. And that 15 years ago was not a problem. But that is diminished, I think, in today's time. I don't think that is still held on a pedestal in Hollywood and entertainment, the idea that women and men might be slightly different in the way that they approach their adventures. So I think that's part of the journey. But you tell me, am I wrong there? Am I seeing a false pattern because of bias?
No, I think you're very accurate. I think and again, I think that's probably why people reacted the way they did to the new 97 X-Men cartoon, is because there has been a pattern of that. Like they have legitimately done that. But again, I think we just need to be careful of getting so conditioned to that's what they do that when it's not that bad, we don't react quite the same. That's just my take.
Very, very well said. Michelle, if people would like to enjoy more very well said content, where might they go on this great, big, beautiful web to find your voice?
Yes, they can find me and my sister at Forcefly Entertainment. We're almost to 30K, so go check us out. We had to take off, but it will be back. Our Braveheart reaction is coming out this week, so definitely go check us out.
Tell the audience about that. I followed that on Twitter a little bit, and I've had some issues as well in the past. But what happened to that video? I thought it was great.
Man, I've never had that happen in all of our reacting. Never, because I always let a video sit in the studio to make sure the studios have approved of it. But Paramount has just been very difficult and claimed a section of our video. So I've now
I think they'd be busy with bankruptcy right now. They're, what are they doing spending their time trying to take down good faith content creators? Yeah, give me that money. Give me that money. Well, I hope it's back on soon, and I look forward to seeing it. That was a great video, and you and your sister do such a great job. When can folks plan to tune into live streams on your channel if that's what they're interested in?
Yes, yeah, you can join. You can tune in on Mondays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we discuss more issues like this, like we discussed today. We kind of cover that on Mondays. So definitely check us out there as well.
Fantastic. Folks, also, if you would like to be a part of the conversation, it's time to hop in now. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on what is it that we are witnessing and where is the line drawn. Are we going too far when we react to things like Rogue, or are we not going far enough? Let us know your thoughts on this, because it is a difficult kind of dynamic to get your head wrapped around and set the rules forth in a way that makes sense, is consistent, and also takes into consideration all the different aspects that go into character design. We'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Like, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms, it's the notification bell. And folks, we hope you have a wonderful, happy weekend. Get out there and make some sunshine for some others around you in your life. Folks, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
home.
What are you doing?
Well, you see, I wanted to get some inside scoops on Disney and their, different corporations, if you know what I mean. So I figured, by looking into this fistbowl and sucking it randomly with my own energy that I pay for, you paid for, I could do the whole experience where you can be a master and spy on your targets.
You're an idiot. If you want to get the inside scoop on Disney, or even other media organizations, you should check out thatparkplace.com and subscribe to WDW Pro's YouTube channel. That'd be way easier, more accurate, and, less dumb.
Are you saying I won't get accurate information this way?
No, you can't.
Who'd have think?